Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, verse 7. Wherefore I pray, and understanding was given me. I called upon the Most High, and the spirit of wisdom came to me. Call Allah Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Bahashem, Rakal HaKadash. That's who this world ignorantly call God and Jesus Christ. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well, who we learn from. Shout out to the hopeful elect that's pushing this truth across the four corners of the earth. And the Israelites that's like a speckled bird, causing confusion, looking like the heathen. To y'all, say shalom. Today I want to give a little lesson on reincarnation, because a lot of our people come across stumbling blocks like the Hindu. They believe you can come back as a roach and a dog and lion and a bunch of madness, man. But we're going to get into it, break it down the right way. And I'm going to go a little deeper and show you how you ignorantly call Jesus Christ was reincarnated. Let's go to Hebrews 9:27. As it is appointed unto men once to die, but after this the judgment. So we're going to have to die, and after we die, we get judged. Okay? This also cuts the madness of, you're going to burn in hell. This is 2nd Esdras 14 in the Apocrypha. 2nd Esdras 14 and 35. What comes after you die? Judgment. And then what comes after judgment? Let's check and see. For after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again. See that, man? Take a minute to dwell on that, man. Not a minute, but a second. Take a second to dwell on that. For after death shall the judgment come. That's what he said in Hebrews, right? When we shall live again, and then shall the names of the righteous be manifest, and the works of the ungodly shall be declared. So you're going to find out if you're a righteous man in your next life, man, from your past life. Okay? You're going to find out if you live righteous in your past life, man, when you come back again. Okay? Says the names of the righteous may be manifest, and the works of the ungodly shall be declared. So if you was wicked in your past life, you're going to get judged in your present life, man. Let's go to Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. That thing that has been is that which shall be, and that thing which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. So now let's read that again and get some understanding, okay? Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. That thing that has been, that thing, why would it say that now? Got to be talking about something that's here, which will be your spirit, okay? Is that which shall be. So you had when your past life, your spirit was here before, and your spirit is going to be here again. And that which is done is that which shall be done. So everything that was done in the past, all these pagan gods, are here today. And there's no new thing under the sun. So Israel worshiping paganism back then, they're doing it today, man. Okay? Ain't we under the sun? So there's no new thing, man. All the way from the Babylonian days to now, man. You Jakes and you other nations is doing the same thing. Verse 10. Is there anything whereof it might be said, see, this is new? It hath been already of old time, which was before us. Okay, so there's nothing new, man. It has been in the days of old, man. Why you think, for instance, I'm gonna give you a good point. Why you think like it was flat top fades and Coogee sweaters and LL Cool J Adidas jumpsuits back then with the bucket hats back then, but you see young kids, a generation bringing it back. Why? Because those spirits are here today, man. They're here today. It's all spiritual, man. Verse 11, there is no remembrance of former things. There's no remembrance of you being here in the past life. Neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are to come. You won't remember when he brings you back of your past life, man. With those that shall come after. Okay? So you're not going to remember anything from your former life, or when he brings you back, you're not going to remember you being here, man. You're just going to be like a baby. You're going to have to be learn to talk, walk again, man. Okay? Now let's go and get into this Yahweh Shai, who you ignorantly call Jesus. Let's go to 2 Samuel 12 and 24. And David comforted Bathsheba, his wife, and went into her and lay with her, had sex. And she bare a son, and he called his name Solomon. And he loved, and the Lord loved him, man. Okay? Now, you see that. The Lord loved him, called his name Solomon, and the Lord loved him. Let's go to 1 Chronicles 28 and 5. This is King David talking. And all of my sons, for the Lord hath given me many sons, he hath chosen Solomon my son to sit upon the throne of the kingdom of the Yahweh over Israel. And he said unto me, Solomon thy son, the Lord saying this to David, he shall build my house and my courts, for I have chosen him to be my son. Look at that. I have chosen him to be my son, and I will be his father, man. Moreover, I will establish his kingdom forever, if he be consistent to do my commandments and my judgments as this day. King Solomon kingdom, when King Solomon ruled, his kingdom wasn't forever. He died. It wasn't forever, man. So who is the Lord talking about, man? Now he says, forever, if he be consistent to do my commandments and my judgments as it is this day. Okay. Now, King Solomon went off. Okay. Let's go to where he went off, man. He went off. Okay. He told him to do his commandments, man, but King Solomon went off. Okay. Let's see why he went off. But King Solomon loved many strange women, together with the daughter of Pharaoh, women of the Moabites, the Ammonites, the Edomites, the Sidonites, and the Hittites. So King Solomon was mingling with all type of women, man, from all nations. Of the nations concerning which the Lord said unto the children of Israel, ye shall not go to them, neither shall they come unto you. For surely they will turn away your heart after their gods. Solomon clothed unto these in love, man. And he had 700 wives, princesses, and 300 concubines. And his wives turned away his heart, man. So he went off, man. Okay. Now let's see what the Lord told King David what will happen if King Solomon went off, man. Let's go to 2 Samuel 7 and 12. And when thy days be fulfilled, this is Yahweh talking now, the Lord. And when thy days be fulfilled, and thou shalt sleep with thy fathers. He told King David, thou shalt sleep. What is that? He's going to die, man. and you go back to the spiritual world, to Yahweh, and you rest. You sleep. Verse 12. And when thy days be fulfilled, and thou shalt sleep with thy fathers, I will set up thy seed after thee, which shall proceed out of thy bowels, and I will establish his kingdom. He shall build an house for my name, and I will establish the throne of his kingdom forever. And I will be his father, and he shall be my son. If he commit iniquity, I will chasten him with the rod of men, and with the stripes of the children of men. But my mercy shall not depart away from him, as I took it from Saul, whom I put away before thee. Okay, now, first thing you have to ask yourself in knowing these scriptures, was King Solomon chastised? Was King Solomon Salakian? Was King Solomon chastised with the rod of men and the stripes of the children of men? No, he wasn't. Who was? King Solomon didn't pay for his sins, man. Let's see who paid. Let's go to Mark. Let's go to Mark 15, 19. Mark 15 and 19. And they smote him on the head with a reed, and did spit upon him, and bowed their knees worshiping him. And when they had mocked him, they took off the purple from him, and put on his clothes on, and put his own clothes on him, and led him out to crucify him. Okay? That happened to Yahweh Shah, man. Reed is another form of rod, man. You know? He was chastised with the stripes of men, man. And the rod. Let's go to John 19 and 1. Then Polite, therefore took Yahweh Shah and scored him. And the soldiers planted a crown of thorns and put it on his head. And they put on him a purple robe, and said, Hail, King of the Jews. And they smote him with their hands, man. So why is Yahweh Shah getting chastised like he said he would chastise King Solomon? Let's go to Matthews 27 and 29. And they had planted a crown. And they had planted a crown of thorns, and they Salakim, they put it upon his head, and a reed in his hand, and they bowed the knee before him and mocked him, saying, Hail, King of the Jews. And they spit upon him and took the reed and smote him on the head. So King Solomon missed the chastisement that the Lord said he was going to bring. Who did it hit? It hit Yahweh Shah, man. That's how we see that King Solomon was Yahweh Shah, man. It's all a spiritual thing, man. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful that our eyes see what nobody else's eyes see, man. You know? It's a beautiful thing to catch these scriptures like this, man. It really is, man. And if the Lord ain't dealing with you, you ain't gonna get it, man. Okay? Now let's go to Matthew 22. 22 and 42. Matter of fact, no, let's go to Hebrews, Salakim. Let's go to Hebrews 7 and 22. By so much, Yahweh Shah made a surety of a better testament, and they truly were many priests, and they Salakim, and they truly were many priests, because they were not suffered to continue by reason of death. But this man, because he continueth forever, have an unchangeable priesthood. Now Yahweh Shah said he will establish his kingdom forever. Why is they talking about who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ? Because he continueth forever, man. Verse 25, wherefore he is able also to save them to the uttermost that come unto the Most High by him, seeing he hath liveth to make intercession for them. For such an high priest became us, who is holy, harmless, undefiled, separate from sinners, and made higher than the heavens, who needed not daily, as those high priests, to offer up sacrifices for his own sins, and then for the people's. For his own sins, and then for the people's. For this he did once, when he offered up himself, man. So who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ knew he had to lay down, man. He knew he had to lay it down, man, for his sins when he was Yahweh Shah going off with those women from other nations. Let's go to Matthew 22 and 42. 41. While the Pharisees were gathered together, Yahweh Shah asked them, saying, what think ye of Christ? Whose son is he? So if Yahweh Shah was being down into Mary, and Mary never had sex, why is he asking the Pharisee whose son is he? So that means it's a seed line, man. It also said the seed of David, man. So that's madness, man. They say unto him, the son of David. So these Pharisees knew he was King Solomon, man. He saith unto them. So Yahweh Shah about to get a little deeper. He see they know who he was, but he's about to get a little deeper. How then doeth David's spirit call him Lord, saying, the Lord said unto my Lord, sit thou on my right hand till I make thy enemies thy footstool. If David then called him Lord, how is he his son? And no man was able to answer him a word, neither durst any man from the day forth ask him any more questions. So, who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, man? He was King Solomon, man. Okay? He was King Solomon, man. And that's the proof right there. And with that, I'm going to end it, man. Call Allah Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Rakal Kadash, Wa Adab Babal.